Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Aries, September 24, 2024. The moon heads into your opposite sign today, where it will transit for over 2 days. You're more focused on relating well or gaining a new perspective and feedback. While this transit often helps keep things clear and fair, today's Venus-Pluto square is tricky, suggesting possible hidden agendas. There may be an issue surrounding values, money, or questions of ownership and boundaries that can produce some tension. Indirect or roundabout activity can rub you the wrong way. The day can be on the heavy side emotionally, especially if you feel out of the loop. However, taking the high road is best for you in the long run. While today's transits can point to a situation that triggers a helpless feeling, don't allow fear or resentment to drive your behavior. Fortunately, you'll learn something valuable about yourself through your reactions. As the wheel of time turns, a whole new zodiac season is upon you. As the mighty sun, our great luminary, turns a corner to enter Libra, you'll feel a jolt of euphoria shiver through your soul. In the month ahead, you'll feel exhilarated and enchanted with life as the sun energizes your Ola house of friendships, communities, and online dating. This is an excellent time to connect with your pals and acquaintances and bring along your sweetheart. If single, throw on your dancing shoes and get ready to circulate, mingle, and potentially meet new candidates through your network. Who can you truly trust? Networking with colleagues far and wide will teach you the unspoken rules in your professional community as the sun enters Libra and Venus enters Scorpio. Libra season will bring new professionals, platforms, brands, and more to you. Likewise, you could also use this energy to attract more attention and increase your engagement. Although this will be a positive social change, you should be mindful of who you are connecting with. Thankfully, Venus in Scorpio can help you determine who you can trust and work with in the long term. Ask yourself what you need to feel really comfortable in your body. Do you need to be in better physical condition? Do you need to feel stronger, have more flexibility, feel lighter or heavier? The way we live inside our bodies has everything to do with how we treat others and how we let others treat us. Unless we exist in a physical reality to our liking, it is difficult to create the emotional reality that we desire. Today's vibrations are going to allow you to finally harvest the fruits of your labor. If you weren't so modest and discreet, you could benefit from a promotion or an encounter in your sentimental life. But your temperament makes you keep a low profile even in the most favorable situations. Apart from a small amount of anxiety at the beginning of the day, you are in great shape and your kindness won't miss touching more than one of the people you collaborate with. Keep up the rhythm. The moon is not only spending its final hours in your work sector aligned with the sun, just as he has reached his last day in your career sector, but both are also forming a friendly aspect to Pluto in your income sector. With planets on the income and job fronts remaining active while the sun's departure tomorrow and Mercury's 3 days later will end all planetary activity on the career front for the year, this is an opportunity to first get your bearings. Over the weekend and away from the noise of the working week, your subconscious will find it easier to process information that you can unpack later. It is just as Venus, the planet of love, not only reaches her last full day in a social and serendipitous part of your chart, but as she is still closely aligned with Jupiter in your relationship sector, that the moon returns. As well as making this a positive day for friendship and relationship building, it once again brings the element of luck and the laws of attraction and synchronicity together. Our eyes in the sky. The cosmos is buzzing with energy today, and you may feel a strong pull toward deepening your relationships and partnerships. However, as enticing as that energy is, today might not be the best day for making financial decisions or embarking on shopping sprees. The planetary shifts are stirring up a heightened sense of impulsiveness, especially when it comes to splurging on big-ticket items or making investments. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement and overlook the long-term implications. Have you ever bought something on a whim, only to later realize it wasn't worth the price? We've all been there, it's a common experience, and today, the universe is encouraging you to pause and reflect before acting on those urges. Think about it. Have you ever spent hours on a problem that, in hindsight, didn't really need solving? Today's cosmic energy is guiding you to be more selective. Focus on the issues or goals that truly require your attention, and let the rest go. By doing so, you'll conserve your energy for the challenges that genuinely align with your path and purpose. What's one area of your life right now that could use a little more focus? Or maybe there's something you need to let go of. Feel free to share your experiences in the comments. We're all navigating these energies together, and sometimes, just voicing what's on your mind can bring clarity. Now, let's dive deeper into the powerful cosmic shifts taking place. The Sun is entering Libra, while Venus moves into passionate Scorpio. This combination signals the start of a transformative period, particularly in the realms of relationships, balance, and our deepest desires. Libra season officially begins with the fall equinox, a time of equilibrium, harmony, and fresh starts. You might find yourself naturally seeking more balanced, reciprocal connections during this time. Think about your relationships. Where are you craving more harmony? Where could you benefit from restoring balance? Libra's influence encourages us to create peace and fairness in our lives, both in how we relate to others and how we treat ourselves. Have you ever noticed how, when things are balanced in your personal life, everything seems to flow more smoothly? Libra season is the perfect time to reflect on these dynamics and make any necessary adjustments. What does balance look like for you, not only in relationships but in all areas of your life? At the same time, Venus in Scorpio brings a more intense, passionate energy to our relationships. Scorpio doesn't do anything halfway, and when Venus is in this sign, you may find yourself desiring deeper, more transformative connections. Superficiality won't cut it. Scorpio craves intimacy, emotional honesty, and authenticity. If you've been yearning for a more profound bond with someone, this is the time to explore that. But remember, with Scorpio's influence comes the temptation to control or get tangled in emotional power dynamics. The key here is to lean into vulnerability and seek true intimacy rather than trying to control outcomes. Have you ever noticed that when you open up and allow yourself to be vulnerable, your relationships deepen in ways you didn't expect? Let's talk about Theta Euro. How does emotional intimacy show up for you, and what does it mean to you? On the financial front, you might find that your advice is in high demand today. People may come to you seeking guidance on money matters or projects, and while it's wonderful to share your wisdom, remember to maintain your boundaries. It's great to help others, but have you ever found yourself giving so much of your energy that you're left too exhausted to pursue your own goals? Today, the universe is asking you to strike a balance between giving and receiving. Also, remember that sometimes, listening is just as important as giving advice. Have you noticed that when you truly listen to others, you learn as much as they do? Today is a great opportunity to practice that balance, giving when it's appropriate, but also receiving the wisdom and perspectives others have to offer. How do you balance helping others with taking care of yourself? It's a fine line, and it's something we all navigate, so feel free to